Thanks for joining us for this look at the best original reporting from KPBS News this week. I'm John Carroll. Coming up, our election coverage includes the biggest contest in San Diego as we focus on the race for mayor. Working as a librarian isn't quite the job it used to be. We talk with one local librarian about the efforts to censor some books and what it means for democracy locally. And they're animals that helped make the San Diego Zoo one of the best in the world. Anticipation grows for the return of giant pandas. This week marked 1 month since disaster came to San Diego when a heavy downpour soaked the entire county. Back then, KPBS talked to a resident and a business owner who suffered losses from the storm. I checked to see how their recovery is going.
To walk through there, and we walk around the neighborhood and we go to the playgrounds and the parks. I mean, we really enjoyed it. It was beautiful.
Jessica Calix talks to us about what life was like in her Southcrest neighborhood. The fourplex where she and her 8-year-old son used to live is just yards from the Choice drainage channel. There's a nature trail next to the channel, but the whole channel was so overgrown then that she thought it was all something akin to a nature preserve.
Animals will come from there, like frogs, and there was always beautiful butterflies, always tons of nature.
Those lovely memories were shattered on January 22nd when the skies opened up. Calix was volunteering at her son's school in Point Loma. The heavy rain concerned her, so she called a neighbor who FaceTimed with her, revealing waist-high water in their apartment. A month later, and the devastation of that day is still raw.
I would say most of the people that were in their homes when it happened, they can't even talk about it because it's so painful.
Now, Calix and her son are living in a hotel paid for by the county, but they can only stay there until early March.
I was in absolute shock.
Several miles away, Natalie Gill arrived at her business, Native Poppy Floral Gift Shop and Warehouse in Mission Valley. The sight that greeted her was hard to comprehend.
It's a glass front door, and I saw that the water was here and all of our gift products were floating like a fish tank.
A month later, and Natalie Gill still can't believe it happened. It started with this what now looks to be a rather calm creek. The water made its way up and over that wall, up through this part of the parking lot, into the floral shop, and believe it or not, there was so much water and it was so powerful that it picked up that flower cooler and moved it a couple of feet. In the weeks since, Gill and her team have been able to clean up the warehouse and get back in business, but it has not been easy. 2 delivery vans parked inside were destroyed. Still, she does see a silver lining. Once her customers found out what happened, they started placing pre-orders, getting Gill the cash she needed to get back to something approaching normal.
Our community has been supporting us through this. We haven't had a ton of help from other government organizations or insurance.
For now, Gill is not eligible for FEMA assistance, and her insurance didn't cover anything but the loss of her delivery vans. For Jessica Calix, life is still turbulent, uncertain. She's not sure where she and her young son will go after they leave their temporary hotel, but she's optimistic the federal disaster declaration for flood-impacted parts of San Diego will help. And like Gill, she has found a silver lining.
Is that I do feel optimistic for the future because all of us neighbors have become super close. We have these WhatsApp group chats and Facebook chats, even Spring Valley, Southeast, this neighborhood, and all of them have 100 people because so many people were affected. So we're all helping each other out.
2 San Diegans reflecting on the horrors of January 22nd, a month later crediting friends, neighbors, the community with helping them on the road to recovery. And that's just one of our stories this week on San Diego's flood recovery. Another is Melissa May's story on the federal disaster declaration and an interview with FEMA on the help that will be available. Find it all at kpbs.org and the KPBS YouTube page. It remains to be seen how the disaster will weigh on voters in the March 5th primary. This week, KPBS gathered community leaders for a discussion at the San Isidro Library. They shared their thoughts with reporter Katie Hyson.
Everyone in the room agrees. They knew the floods would happen. They'd reported the storm drains for decades, they say, and were ignored by local government. It was just a matter of time. News publisher Fannie Miller says the Latino community often bears neglect and silence. But with the waters rose an anger she rarely sees.
And I'm really happy that they're pissed off, because when something like that, it affects you, that's how people get involved.
She hopes that anger will drive people to the polls. But those most affected, low-income people of color, face added barriers to voting. Miller says first or second generation immigrants often don't understand the systems here. They don't know who to hold responsible for what happened or how. API initiative leader Joanne Fields says for many, including Filipino, Vietnamese, and Chinese residents, most public information isn't available in their primary language.
While it may not be visible right away that we're in the community, we're there, but we don't come out. And we're not hard to reach, we're hardly reached.
And the flood just compounded these issues, says retired educator Norma Cáceres.
Trying to make voting a priority is going to be very difficult, if not impossible, because they are on survival mode. And, it's what do we need to do to get to the next day?
They say it's crucial to overcome these barriers, but it's hard to see how, with less than 2 weeks left to vote. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
San Diego's mayor is running for re-election this year, and a crowded field is hoping to unseat him. KPBS Metro reporter Andrew Bowen tells us more about the candidates.
In my first term as mayor, we've passed 2 large housing action packages intended to help increase the amount of housing that's being built, particularly for working and middle-class families. And we have more work to do.
I meet Mayor Todd Gloria in North Park, across the street from a recently opened apartment building. This neighborhood is dotted with housing developments under construction. He says to make San Diego more affordable, the city needs a lot more housing. And he says the growth happening in North Park is thanks to the zoning changes he championed as a city council member 8 years ago.
It shows you how slow this process can be and why consistent, steady leadership is really necessary to make sure that the promises of these plans and the ideas behind them actually result in what we were hoping for, which is more housing that's attainable for working and middle-class people.
On homelessness, Gloria says he's added more shelter beds and 2 safe campsites on the outskirts of Balboa Park. And he says the camping ban he passed with the city council is helping keep tents off the sidewalks.
It's a balancing act. It's amongst the most difficult work that I have to do, but we're committed to doing this work, and our ability, our success in growing our offerings means that there are thousands of people who are not on the sidewalk today who would have been absent these efforts.
And I'm running for mayor because we need change. I recently became a mother. I have a 14-month-old toddler, and it is just getting increasingly harder to survive in San Diego.
Genevieve Jones-Wright is an attorney and one of Gloria's opponents. After running unsuccessfully for district attorney in 2018, she founded a nonprofit that files public interest lawsuits. She says Gloria's camping ban and a similar prohibition on living in cars are not helping the homelessness crisis.
I think what the city has done is it has moved people from one part of the city out of eyesight and onto asphalt and parking lots, and that is not a solution. We absolutely need to create more opportunities for shelter, but I also have to remind everyone that shelter beds and even tents on the street are not housing.
Jones-Wright agrees the city needs more housing, and she says stricter regulations on short-term home rentals would help deliver it.
We have so many homes and apartments that remain vacant for most of the year because they are short-term rental properties. And we have not had the political will to actually get a handle on that situation. That will free up a lot of housing.
We're going to start filling the convention center, all the hotels will be full, all the cafes will be full, and everyone's just going to be making a little bit more money.
Larry Turner is a Marine Corps veteran and San Diego police officer.
I just really see that our city is not the safe city that it should be. It's not the clean city it should be. It's not as compassionate as it should be for those that are living on the street.
I meet Turner outside the H Barracks, a former police and fire department training facility near the airport that Mayor Gloria wants to convert into a new homeless shelter for up to 700 people. Turner opposes that plan.
And I would go to the fact that it's only going to be around for a few years. I want to see something more permanent. And I don't want to give the people who have done a bad job for 3 years on this the opportunity to use some emergency powers to push something through really quick.
Turner declined to name a specific location where he'd prefer a new shelter, but he said there are lots of other options.
The city owns a lot of land, and the city can buy more land too. So there are plenty of places that we can look at. And I've talked to some folks who used to work in the real estate office for the city, and we've talked about a lot of these places throughout the city.
Two additional candidates on the ballot, Jane Glasson and Dan Smiechowski, haven't raised significant funds and have a limited campaign presence. The top two vote getters in the March 5th primary will compete in a runoff on November 5th. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.
That March 5th primary is right around the corner, and people are already casting their votes. If you're still studying the issues and candidates, check out the KPBS Voter Hub. It's available in English and Spanish and is filled with important details on the election, along with all of our KPBS coverage. Libraries symbolize democratic access to knowledge and information. They're also increasingly targeted by those who want to censor certain content. We've seen it around the country and here in San Diego. Amitha Sharma spoke to a local librarian who is doing her part to combat those efforts.
A handful of people lined up outside Rancho Penasquitos Library on a chilly morning last week, like eager shoppers on Black Friday.
Morning, how are you? Good, wow, everybody's showing up today.
Rancho Penasquitos librarian Adrienne Peterson greets them with matched enthusiasm. The 30-year veteran of libraries studied art as an undergraduate, but switched to library sciences for grad school after some self-discovery.
What I learned about myself as I got older, that what's meaningful to me is to help people. And being in a library, being a librarian is a way that I could help every person every day, from the littlest kid to the seniors and everybody in between.
Peterson says libraries offer so much more than books. Early literacy programs, resume building, and helping people get their high school diplomas. At a time of fraying social bonds and epidemic loneliness, she notes that libraries are one of the last shared spaces open to everyone.
You don't have to pay to come to the library. The library is here for everybody. Doesn't matter who you are, rich or poor, educated, whatever your religious beliefs are. We don't judge. We don't tell you what to read.
So she was shocked last June when she got a ransom note of sorts from two Rancho Penasquitos women objecting to a Pride Month display.
I received an email that was addressed to myself and the library director saying that we protest this type of material being on display, and we've checked out the materials and we will not return them until you remove the display.
The women eventually returned the books, but not before media coverage set off an effort to compensate the library for the threat.
My phone rang off the hook. I was on the phone for days with people saying how shocked they were, how outraged they were, how bad they felt for us, that we'd been targeted with this kind of sentiment, and how could they support us. And people sent books. I had Amazon packages piled up on my desk, and they asked, can we make a donation? Can I go buy some books at Barnes & Noble and drop them off to replenish your display? And on and on.
Peterson says she drew two lessons from the incident. Support for libraries and inclusivity is far greater than for censorship. But San Diego is still not immune to people trying to control what others read. Most of the challenges are to books on race and LGBTQ topics.
It's the two issues that we just can't get away from in our country.
Robin Gage Norquist leads the San Diego City Library System's Reconsideration Committee, which reviews book challenges.
What's happening is that people are now being frightened. They're told to be scared of these books and that we're taking them out to protect you.
The concept of public libraries is really kind of radical if you think about it.
Jennifer Jenkins is San Diego Public Library System's Deputy Director of Customer Experience.
Public libraries are one of the few publicly funded resources available to communities with little to no barriers and no cost. And that in and of itself to be able to have that democratic approach to providing information so that you have an informed citizenry, informed constituency is, I think, threatening because knowledge is power.
Back in Rancho Penasquitos, librarian Peterson says libraries and democracies share the same values.
Most people are tolerant and encouraging of others, and that we should all learn how to be a team and find our similarities rather than our differences.
And she hopes the library can help with that. Amita Sharma, KPBS News.
School safety and gun violence are at the center of this year's National Conference on Education, recently held here in San Diego. KPBS education reporter MG Perez visited the event to see some of the resources and harsh reality on display.
It started with a bang. It sounds like a gunshot, but this is a simulation with a baseball bat, showing the power of bullets hitting a classroom window.
As you can see right here, the bullet is stopped in a piece of quarter-inch thick glass.
Steve Johnson is a former police SWAT officer and founder of Safe Haven Defense, a company with a patented lamination to stop an active shooter's bullets before they can hurt children in their classroom. His life's mission now.
We started it with $500 last year. I believe we armored about 3,800 buildings nationwide.
Bulletproof laminate is just one of the school safety products at the National Conference on Education. 3,600 superintendents and other school administrators from around the country are here to learn strategies and hear success stories from campuses in every state.
Today we have made great progress. We still have so much more to do.
Gun violence is personal for Michelle Gay, who lost her 7-year-old daughter Josephine Grace in the 2012 Sandy Hook mass shooting. She started the Safe and Sound Schools organization to advocate for the safety of every student, every day, and everywhere in honor of her daughter.
We want to keep the place that she loved available to all kids. Everybody deserves to be safe and sound, including our teachers, our bus drivers, our cafeteria staff, everybody who lives in that building all day.
Remember, education is supposed to be about learning, and the way students do that is changing too. Technology is the key. Among the fun and games, there is also supplemental virtual help for overworked teachers. Paper is a company that provides online tutors for after school and during class, an investment for districts at no cost to families.
And we work with the districts to identify, what are the needs that they have? Should we be focusing on literacy in middle school? Is it math scores in elementary? What are the areas that they really want to see improvements?
Those improvements could also include artificial intelligence. AI is at work trying to identify active shooters before they do harm. And it can be useful to students.
For years, we've asked our kids to solve equations. Right now, technology can solve the equation. We have to teach our kids how to write the right question.
Superintendents hope they find lots of answers here, too. MG Perez, KPBS News.
San Diego's Migrant Welcome Center closed this week. Now the question is, what will happen to the people it serves? North County reporter Jacob Ayer says answers are tough to find.
It's been just under a week since SBCS, the organization running the Migrant Welcome Center, said it was closing down. That decision's making some people nervous, especially those who led the efforts to serve the migrants before the center opened back in October, like Salvador Roman with the city of Oceanside.
It's definitely gave me a little bit of a heartburn. I think that there's a lot of effort and it took a toll on all the resources and all the providers that were out there.
The Oceanside Transit Center was one of the sites where Customs and Border Protection dropped off migrants.
Sometimes we'd get 50, sometimes we get close to 200, but it would average around 100 a day. Last fall was nonstop, every day, Monday through Sunday, no breaks, no time off.
Roman says CBP had a meeting with local leaders on Tuesday and told them it's possible the transit center drop-offs could start again. Last fall, nonprofit organizations stepped up to help.
Just the idea of having to rely on them again and hoping that they respond is my biggest concern, because it was a lot. It took a lot out of them. It took a lot out of our community. And there's already a need for resources within our residents. So having to respond would be, I think, a huge setback for us.
The North County LGBTQ Resource Center was one of the nonprofits that provided resources for migrants at the Oceanside Transit Center last fall.
It was intense because also it was hard to communicate with Border Patrol, understanding exactly how many people and where and when they were going to drop people.
Executive Director Max Disposti says his organization can't help to the same degree.
We're definitely going to evaluate what we can do, but it cannot be anything close to what we did months ago.
Interfaith Community Services was another leader in the North County effort. They declined an interview, but in a written statement said their resources were stretched thin before, and as the number of migrants increase, they cannot meet the needs. Rowan says they're preparing a rapid response network within North County ahead of the Migrant Welcome Center closure. Customs and Border Protection did not respond to our request for comment. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
That was one of our most popular stories this week at kpbs.org. Here are some others. Thomas Fudge reports on how the body encourages obesity and what can be done to reverse the process. Corey Suzuki has a look at the resignation of Andrea Cardenas, what it means for the city council primary in Chula Vista. And Andrew Dyer reports on the latest Navy Expeditionary Sea Base to be commissioned in Coronado. This next story is one that's getting a lot of attention, not just from our audience, but the millions of people who visit the San Diego Zoo every year. After a long absence, we learned this week there are plans to bring back the giant pandas from China. KPBS environment reporter Eric Anderson says the popular bears will get a warm welcome.
There is no shortage of anticipation for the return of the black and white bears.
Oh, we're excited to see them. We've never seen them before, so I think he's just as excited.
They're beautiful to see, and they're very curious animals. They like to play, so they're playful.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria called the news a major announcement. He says locals look forward to welcoming the pandas back to America's finest city. The first hint this was happening came in November, when China President Xi Jinping publicly spoke about the idea. China could be looking at ways to thaw chilly diplomatic relations between the two nations.
We love the giant pandas here in the United States. They love the giant pandas in China. That's something that we can connect on. And I think it can help improve relationships because it's something that we can work together on.
San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance officials say a pair of the rare animals will allow staff to continue to research, observe, and breed the bears. It's been almost 5 years since the last pandas in San Diego went back to China. The zoo hosted giant pandas for more than 20 years.
We do have a very long history working with giant pandas in China, 3 decades and counting. And when we returned our pandas back to China, we did not sever our relationships or stop working on giant pandas. We've continued to collaborate with our partners in China.
The zoo is in line to get a pair of pandas, one male and one female. One of the bears is a descendant of Baiyun and Gao Gao, both former residents of the San Diego Zoo. Baiyun gave birth to 6 cubs in her 2 decades here. Zoo officials are still working on paperwork to complete the transfer, including a permit from the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Eric Anderson, KPBS News.
Now for another kind of animal story. If you think bugs are only pests to be exterminated, well, think again. KPBS Arts and Culture reporter Beth Accomando shows us how insects are finding a place in the culinary world.
Meet edible insect ambassador Joseph Yoon of Brooklyn Bugs.
Right from the very beginning, I did not want to be identified as an insect chef because chefs can be very secretive, and I believed in order for us to create the change and normalize edible insects, that we need someone who can be inclusive, build communities, speak to policymakers and universities, and really be a conduit for sharing and inclusivity.
He's doing precisely that by preparing a bug banquet at San Diego State University.
This here is a cricket powder, and cricket's often considered the gateway bug.
He'll be serving that gateway bug in zucchini breads and a French cheese puff.
And the thing I love about serving this is that when people look at this, they're like, oh, what's that? That has bugs in it? It's like, well, yes, it does. When they eat it, they're like, huh. I have a look of almost disappointment. It tastes like food. It's like, bingo, you got it. And they almost want or expect it to taste disgusting because of the bugs. And then after they try it and realize just how delicious it is,
oh yeah, they're light and airy.
They often really would like to see what they're eating, and so they're very likely to want to try something where they could actually see the insect and maybe work up to eating a scorpion.
Scorpion kimchi will be on the menu for those who want to see the whole insect.
These scorpions, which will also like really add a beautiful sense of flavor, and really it's like the real sort of star and delicacy of this dish. All right, I'm not gonna put them all in there. Ow, just kidding. We leave the scorpions intact, and we think there's just something so beautiful about having the opportunity to look at something like this, knowing that it's safe to eat, but seeing like the stinger on the scorpions, I think it's really quite beautiful.
Yoon will be serving this on Friday at noon at SDSU's Ellen Ochoa Pavilion. He and food scientists will be on hand to discuss the culinary potential of edible bugs, as well as their nutritional and environmental benefits. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
So many things to say, so little time. We hope you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm John Carroll. Thanks for joining us.